Now then, guys, welcome to Strasz Gaming. I'm Luke, and this is my Harrogate Road to Glory on Football Manager 2020. I hope you're enjoying this series so far. I'm slowly starting to enjoy it. I think we're starting to build a squad ready towards, kind of building them to get towards the Premier League eventually. Obviously not this year yet, but I think we are getting the foundations of a good team. And before we get into it, all I want to say talking about foundations is this channel is on 163 subscribers. I set myself as a goal for 200 subscribers by the end of the year. I'd love it if you've just clicked on this video now to just subscribe if you haven't. It would be awesome. It would make my day if you did. I'll just thank you very much. Also, like the video as well. Let's try and get the YouTube algorithm working and get this video out there so people can see who I am, what I do, and hopefully you enjoy it. So let's just get straight into this episode and see what we've been getting up to. So, transfer window has been and gone. We've got one more player from Arsenal on loan. Marchand, I'm going to call him. Marchand, even. Marchand, he's decent. He's just a backup ball-winning midfielder, to be honest with you. Again, I didn't really need another midfielder, but I didn't know where we needed to strengthen. Looking at the team, we've got players there, and it's just, I don't want to fill it too much with youngsters. And there's a couple of players I looked at get in who were a bit older, a bit more experienced, but we just couldn't afford the wages, so we'll do that. And the reason why we couldn't afford the wages, one, we're currently overspending on wages because we've had to give a couple of new contracts to the likes of Hayes, as that's been given a new contract, and there's someone else, Anthony as well, we've given a new contract to. They're on a bit more money now, only just because I didn't want to lose them, and so we've just upped their contracts so people didn't come in and try and steal them from under us. What have we been doing since you last seen us? So we played the whole of January. I think last time out, it was Middlesbrough, and then the 5-1 absolute mauling on it in the FA Cup, unfortunately. We followed that up by 2-2 draw against Hull, and we had Leighton Stewart and Shade getting on the score sheet for us there. Wasn't a bad game. We'll take the draw. It was away from home, so again, any away games, if we manage to get a draw, that is a good point. But then we had a home game against Southampton. They beat us 2-0, and it wasn't a very good game. We had an injury to Daniel on the right back. Obviously, Bree's been injured as well, so it just was a poor game. We couldn't get into it. But we then followed that up by a home win against Reading. 2-1. And Reading, by the way, were in the playoff positions at this point. Southampton were top of the league as well. So two tough games there. 2-1. Anthony and Lopez getting on the score sheet. They managed to pull a goal back just before the last minute. But it was fine. We managed to hold on. And this Nottingham Forest game was the game I was actually meant to be showing you today. But I got a little bit carried away and played it. And I'm so glad I didn't show you because we lost 5-3. Stuart and Anthony getting our goals, but they just the better team. It was away, and it just didn't work for us. We just couldn't do it. So we lost 5-3. So today we've got Bolton, who are in 22nd, and then we've got Fleetwood, who are in 18th. So it should be two games that we should get some decent results again. I'm kind of showing these games because these are the teams we should be in and around and should be kind of fighting against in the league. We'll have a look at the league table, and it's not looking too bad. We're currently lying on 40 points. I wanted 50 points, so 10 more points I think will keep us up. If we have a look, how many points did we get last season? We want to get, in fact, last season we got quite comfortably 61 points. So 50 points will keep us up. I want to actually try and beat last year's tally to 61 points. So we want to try and get to 61 points if we can. That'll be nice. And plenty of time to go to get that. So Bolton and Fleetwood. So this is how we're going to be lining up. So we've got couple of things, couple of changes to the team. We're not doing the 4-3-3 at the minute because Mario is back. So this is how we're going to be lined up. We've got McGee, Bree, Wadham, Williams and Shildon as the back four. Moles and Hayes as the midfield two. They need to get their partnership up working, but I'm sure they'll be fine with it. Pilkington and Anthony on the left and right hand side. Mario in the middle with Stuart up top. Stuart's on 13 goals for the season. He was top goal scorer for a while, but there's someone else now playing for Southampton that's scored 20 odd goals this season. So Anthony's got a bit of catching up to do. On the bench, we've got Raphael, Daniel, Max Bird, Tyrese, Shade, Rogers, just because he's on here for a homegrown club, Joe Endall and Lopez. We've got Wilkes that is actually back from injury. He could probably go onto the bench instead of Daniel, but again, we're putting him on there just due to, what are we doing here? No, in fact, Daniel, he's got some good, potential, but we'll bring on Malik Wilkes, just again, get some cover on that right-hand side. Match preview. Let's just get into it. Hopefully, nice, comfortable win against Bolton. It is away from home, so again, I probably would be happy with a draw. I just want to kind of win these games, especially the teams below us. These are the ones we need to really focus on and trying to get the points. Because anyone in and around that playoff area, I think it's going to be difficult to try and topple. But again, if we manage to finish higher, mid-table, if we finish 16th, I'll be happy because that'll be higher than what we finished last season. So anywhere above 16th would be good. We'll scroll down so we can see Southampton are kind of doing really well with the league at the minute. We are just that little bit far off. And again, goal difference is the problem. We are shipping a few goals, and we saw it in the defence out. I think every year kind of strengthen it. Williams has done all right for us. We've got Wadham that's in there today playing instead of McDonald. Well, I think McDonald has picked up a bit of an injury, to be honest with you. So I'm starting Wadham over Joe Endel. Endel will probably play in the next game. Stewart cuts in on the inside. Stewart with the shot. That was nice. We've started off strong so far here. Pilkington with a free kick. And we've managed. Derek Williams gets his first goal at the club. And it comes from a Connor Pilkington free kick. Nice set piece to say. We need to... Again, I still haven't set up set pieces. And it was just one of them free kicks. Williams comes sliding in. Puts it in the back of the net for his first goal for the club. First goal of the season. We're 1-0 up. Long throw in. Bree into the box. Moles picks it up to Hayes. To Moles. Back to Hayes. Back to Moles. Them two are kind of working together, but Moles eventually lost it, which is annoying. I thought it was going to be one of them goals where either Hayes or Moles just took it and just smacked it into the back of the net from a bit of a distance out. Instead, I thought Bolton were going to do that then, because that's what they're known as. That's what they're good at doing. Moles and Hayes, they've got a decent long shot on them. Half time is upon us. And do you know what? I'm going to take that. I'm pleased. I'm happy with what's going on. Just got to keep it up, keep it going. Hopefully just get a nice early goal again. That would be nice. Hayes picks the ball up, plays it to Williams. It's our highlight anyway. Shildon running down that right and left hand side even to Moles. To Pilkington, he gets his 5th goal of the club of the season. Of the club, 5th goal of the season. That's a nice little play there. Moles getting himself an assist. Shildon actually cutting in on the inside here. Plays it to Moles, who then plays a lovely pass to Pilkington. Timed his run really nice. Straight underneath the goalkeeper's legs. The keeper should have done a bit better with that. I think I'm going to make a couple of changes. I'm going to bring off Anthony. I'm going to bring on Tyrese Shade. And then, because we're 2-0 up, I'm going to take Mario off. He's not had a great game. So Mario's going to come off. I'm going to bring Bird on as the defensive midfielder. In fact, ball-winning midfielder. We'll do that. Just go back to the 4-3-3. It's worked for us. You've seen it work for us. So it'll be all right. It'll be all good. Hayes with a free kick. We go close. Wadham picks the ball up. I think I'm going to take Wadham off and bring on Joe Endel towards the end of it. Get him a bit of experience, especially if we score another goal here. Hayes whips it in. Tyrese Shade goes close. Tyrese Shade has actually been a bit of a super sub for us when he's come on. Wadham's going to come off. I'm going to bring Endel on. Again, it's just now. We are 2-0 up. We've got 15 minutes to go, so there's plenty of time for them to get back into it. But I just want to get some game time in some of these youngsters, and they go close there. Hit the crossbar. We were lucky. Right, it looks like we might win this one 2-0. 3 minutes to go this game. There is a highlight. Hopefully, we might be able to get just one last chance. Shade plays it over to... Pilkington doesn't quite get it. It was a good chance there. Bree wins the ball off the Bolton player. McGee plays it out wide. And again, it's just all Bolton just attacking. I think this is going to be ours. Definitely going to be 2-0. Be nice to keep the clean sheet. It would be nice. They've had the shot. I think that's going to be it for this game. In fact, the highlights are still continuing. You don't get a pointless highlight anymore. Moles loses out in midfield, wins the ball back again, and then they're going to get a red card right at the end of the game. I know they don't. Right, Endel with a free kick. He's going to whip this one in. No one's there to tap it home. Endel again picks it up. Just hold it. It's fine. Bree out wide. Williams to Hayes to Williams. Play it in. Shade. I can't quite get there. It's going to be a goal kick, and that surely has got to be it. Full time. 2-0. It was quite a convincing 2-0 win. We had plenty of shots. 23 shots, 10 on target. Again, the keeper probably should have been on a better high rating, but he did do that mistake where it went straight through his legs. But I'm happy. I'm proud of that win. Now we've got Fleetwood Town next. And I think last time we played Fleetwood, I'm pretty sure we absolutely annihilated them. Was it a 7-0 victory or something? Fleetwood. 6-2. So I'm expecting a good game. So here we are then. The game against Fleetwood, we're at home. The only change I've really made, McDonald is back from injury, so he's going to be at centre-back. We've dropped Wadham just because I have. It's just conditioning wise. It's the reason why I've done it. Joe Endall was on the bench as well, so we've got him there. So again, if you look at the two centre backs here, the youngsters, Joe Endall has got bags load of potential. He's 20 years of age. We do obviously 20 years of age. You'd expect him to start playing a lot more. He played 38 games for us last season. He's only played 18. He's not having that very good of a season, but hopefully we can build him up and start training him properly. I need to really start looking at getting staff in. That's the other thing as well. I need to improve the coaching team, all that sort of stuff. So these players, what we do have them, the youngsters, we can actually do something with them and train them well. Maybe I should have sent him out on loan earlier on, but we've got him into the team now. He should do all right. Like I say, he came from Manchester United youth system, so he should be decent. We've got a free kick early on, and Mario scores his third goal of the season within 2 minutes against Fleetwood. 1-0, and a back-to-back victory on an episode would be nice as well. I can't remember the last time we did that, and I'm just starting to feel like this team is definitely gelling. It's been disallowed? No, it's not been disallowed. It's been fine. The team's starting to definitely improve a lot. Anthony's definitely improved on that left-hand side. I said he needed to do that. Pilkington is doing well on the right. We need to try and sign Pilkington if we can permanently, because that would be fun. Stewart's in. Stewart with the goal. 14th goal. Leighton Stewart, again, it's just a striker. We need to try and maybe sign Leighton Stewart, because he can score goals for us. And every season he's been here, he's scored goals. Lopez, unfortunately, has not really stepped up this season. He's played for us. He's a good backup, but we've got Raphael as well. So it's whichever one I want to develop. I think it's going to be Raphael that probably takes it a little bit more than Lopez, just because he's a little bit younger. He's got a bit more potential. Lopez is just here for the nostalgia kind of effect, really, because we had him on loan. He played for us in the Vanarama National Leagues and stuff. He's been around the club. He's scored goals for us, so it was nice to actually just bring him back permanently for us. Anthony's in, though. Another shot goes out for a corner. Can we do anything from this set piece, from this corner kick? McDonald to take it. Whips one in. We go close. Williams to Hayes. To Bree. To Moles. There we go. Moles cuts it inside, trying to find Stewart. Doesn't find him, unfortunately. And also, if it sounds like I've got a herd of horses running around the house, it's the two cats just running around like lunatics. Another corner for us, though. Ball whipped in. Moles picks it up. Inside. Moles again. He's going to hit it. Just hits straight off a defender. And it's now Fleetwood that are on the attack. No, but Anthony wins the ball back. Cuts it inside. Has the shot. Anthony with his 12th goal of the season. Again, he's coming into his own. He really is, Anthony. I'm glad we've signed him a new contract. And also, it's these players here, like Anthony. We've got... Who else have we got? Hayes. Hayes was the other one we gave the new contract to. And the players that are probably worth a bit more money. If, for example, a team in the Premier League come for him and I get a couple of million for him, that's not bad going. We could probably replace him with that money. And it's just a case of just finding maybe another youngster to come through. And we're slowly getting money in. Anthony again with another shot. Mario to Stewart goes out. And that's the thing. We need to start thinking as well money and bringing money into the club. So if I have to sell a couple of key players... if Hayes goes, Moles goes, or Anthony, I'm thinking them three, because they're definitely key to this squad. If we do sell any of them, then we have to replace him with a good player. We really do. But again, someone maybe a bit less money we can bring in and it'd be fine. But then just bringing in like say a couple of million, 3, 4, 5 million, something like that'd be nice. Right, second half kicks off. By the way, we did the team talk. It was all good. We're starting off here. Williams is coming in. I've realised I'm just talking a hell of a lot in this episode, not really taking a breath or breathing or anything. So it's going to be fun to edit. Over the top to Anthony, though. Anthony with another shot. Good save from the keeper. Obviously, we've got Tyrese Shade that maybe can start. He's not good as Anthony, but he can do as a job as well if he does go. Obviously, there was no interest really shown for him in the transfer window. But if he has a good season this season, starts scoring a few more goals, definitely, 13 goals he's scored now for us. He's definitely up there. He's doing well. And I'm just thinking what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring on Raphael, I think, just to get him up, just to get some game time into him again. Like I say, he's a youngster. Where did we get him from? We got him on a free from Chelsea a couple of seasons. And he's played a few games. He's not really got into the goal scoring. Last season, he scored 7 goals for us. He's really a false 9, but I am slowly trying to train him to be an advanced forward. And he'll get there eventually, I think, if we keep pushing him to do that. And then I'm thinking Pilkington, I don't want him to get... I want to get Malik Wilks. I'm playing him, and I need him to have a good couple of games. Because we've got him on loan. I'm just trying to justify again. I'm looking at him. He's 27 years of age. He does a job for us. Probably someone that I wouldn't want to sign. But I just want him to have a good game. I really do. And we might as well play him because Chelsea will get annoyed if we're not playing him. Mario probably going to be the next one that comes off because he is still not nursing an injury, but coming back from an injury. Ball just round the box here now. We're just playing ping pong with it. Wilkes picks the ball up. We lose it out. He plays it to a defender. But yeah, so I just need to probably take Mario off. It's because he's had an injury recently. He's getting back in. This is his second or third game back from the injury. So yeah, it's going to be... Got to just watch him. We don't want him to pick up another one. Miles though. So Raphael's in. Raphael gets his first goal of the season. 4-0. And that's kind of what we want. This is what we want to use him for. When we're comfortable, when we're winning 3-0, we'll bring on the young lads. Obviously, what is he, 20 now? So he's not particularly that young. He's getting to the bit where he could get into his prime, start scoring goals. And if we can get him up to where his potential is meant to be and we can't get Stuart back on loan again, we could use him as our main striker and just get another youngster to come in as well, and we can build round like that. We've got obviously Lopez as well, which we know we can do. I'm going to make the change now. I think Mario's going to come off. Again, I just don't want him to get injured. It's a low risk, but we'll take him off. We'll bring on Max Bird, ball-winning midfielder. We'll do that for now. Probably really should have taken off McDonald, but again, he's fine. He's just come back from an injury, so it should be all good. Right, ball whipped in. Can we clear? Can't. Heads it down. Come on, let's just clear it. Get another goal. 4-0. Clean sheet would be nice. Clean sheet would be nice. Clean sheet is not going to happen. George Cooper gets his first goal of the season. 4-1. 70th minute. They've still got time to come back into this. They really have. So we've just got to be careful with that. Ball comes in. Slots it into that bottom corner. All right, 82 minutes. We've got a highlight. Raphael's in for his second. Oh, it would have been good. He controlled it quite well and just hit it wide. But he's showing some good signs. He loses the ball out there. Moles picks it up. Bird. Raphael is in for his second goal. That's what we want to see from him. The young kid, the substitutes come on. He came on when we were 3-0 up. He's now got 2 goals for himself. Can he get a late hat-trick? That would be nice to see. And again, he just gets himself in a good position. Just off the defender. Picks it up. Nice little finish. Again, that's what we want to see from him. It is what we want to see from him. Lopez needs to start looking out for himself because at the minute, Raphael's going to be getting on the pitch. And we've got a penalty. Come on, Raphael. Take it for your hat-trick. Oh, he doesn't get it. He misses the penalty, unfortunately. Maybe it just got to him, the young kid. 20, well, I say, yeah, again, young kid. He's 20. It's young. You know what I mean? He's on a hat-trick. First ever hat-trick for the club as well. Unfortunately, he doesn't get it, but it's 5-1. Can we not play Fleetwood every single game? Because at the minute, we have scored 11 goals against Fleetwood in the last 2 games that we've played against them, which is pretty decent. I'm going to say, well done, lads. And you've seen me score 5 goals in a game, and this is what happens sometimes. When we turn it on massively. But there we go. 13th place we are in the league. We've still got a game in hand on some of these guys as well, because obviously our pitch has been a bit waterlogged, so we need to kind of address the pitch situation as well. So definitely, money-wise and bringing in players is going to be, well, selling players for money is definitely going to be a thing, because Hayes is worth 2.6 million, and he's decent. He is our best midfielder at the club. Is he good enough to be in the Premier League? Probably not, but obviously he's by far the best player at the club at the minute. If we just go to squad, if we look for, have we got value here? Value, we've got obviously a couple of loanies there, but Anthony is worth 2.6 million. We've got Hayes worth 2.6 million. Williams, obviously he's worth 2 million, but he's young. He's not going to go there. Max Bird, again, 25 years of age. Maybe get a couple of million for him. If someone comes in for them, that's it. And then that's what we want to see. We want to try and get some of these players up above the couple of million mark. Maybe bring it in, because the finances, they are looking good. So we're not worried too much on that. We are obviously overspending on wage, but that will sort itself out towards the end of the season. 2 million in the bank. Projection-wise, we're going to finish the season with money, which is good again, but protection for the next couple of years, not looking so great. We have got, we have a look, debts and loans. There is a couple of bank loans we're paying off. So it's not too bad. We are extending I think if we go to the club, I'm sure we're doing something Is it Club Vision? Here we go. This is what I was looking at. We are, at the minute, I'm doing a coaching course which is set to be completed soon. The youth, but the youth recruitment is set to, yeah, well, that's completed, actually, the youth recruitment. So hopefully with the next batch of youth players coming through, if we go to the youth candidates, I had a look the other day, this came through. We've got a healthy number of full-backs coming through, at least one centre-back we're promising, 2 prospect midfielders in the centre, 1 winger that looks a handy prospect. We have a good young English right winger who's from Harrogate as well. So again, we've done all right there. So it looks like we're slowly managing to get some of these decent regens come through. Maybe we'll see what it's like when it gets to that point in the year. Hopefully we can do well and start progressing some players through the youth system. Again, I just want to keep improving it, so then we can maybe get a golden generation come through at some point, and we'll be laughing then. We really will be. So enough talking. I best get to the back end of this episode and see where we're going to be coming. I don't know the next games. I'm going to kind of play through as much as I can. I don't know whether I'm either going to do Millwall or Stoke, or come back here at some point, or Huddersfield or Blackburn. Again, we're getting to the back end of the season now, and I don't want to draw it out too much. We haven't really got much to play for. We're going to be finishing midfield, so I'm thinking maybe if I do like Millwall and Stoke, if I play all the way through to then we've got Aston Villa and Luton, and end the season there. 2 more episodes to end this season with. I think it shouldn't be too bad. So guys, I'm going to end this here. Thank you very, very much for watching. It's been a pleasure. I really have enjoyed doing this episode. I'm enjoying this save so much as well. It's going well. It's been difficult to get to this far, but we are slowly building this club. So I really hope you are enjoying it. If you are, don't forget, subscribe, like, all that sort of stuff. It would be amazing if you did. I'd love it. Thank you very much, guys. Wherever you are, hope you're staying safe. Take it easy, and I'll see you in a bit.